Good morning, everybody. Uber Lyft Nick back again with another video. Although today's going to be more of an update as to why I haven't made a video in almost a week now. I do have a lot of footage, but I'm on the fence as to whether or not I want to use that, and I'm going to explain that here in a minute. But a few things, Taryn in my comments is like, Nick, what's up with the videos, dude? I want to see another video, right? And I apologize, guys. My Model 3 has been at the Tesla Service Center now on Thursday, tomorrow it'll be an entire week. So I'm in a loaner, right? That really restricts on what I can't do, stuff like that. But we'll get into that, and we'll also take a look at the loaner they gave me, that kind of thing. As far as the diet and whatnot goes, I'm sure you guys can tell by my skin, my face, stuff like that. Really well. Got my miles in, my jump rope, my abs, all that stuff. But shit, I was there at 3:45 this morning, man, getting in that early morning work. I love it, right? The fat is just melting off. Now I know most of it in the first week. When I say 8 pounds is gone, I know most of that's going to be waste. Fair amount of that is going to be like water storage. That happens when you're, if you're boozing, you have a bad diet, a lot of high sodium, a lot of that shit stores. But a few pounds of that has got to be fat, especially given the diet that I've been on. So I've been doing intermittent fasting over a week now. I think I'm 9-10 days, something like that, into it, along with about 70% protein, about 20% fat, and about 10% carbs is what I've been doing. And some days my carbs are as low as about 2%, right? So on a day like today, where I do a 2 a day, so I do my two a days on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'll pump a little bit more carbs. That's really when I'm hitting that 10% carb number. A few things here. So Alex completed a ride challenge using my code. Alex, I love you for that, buddy. Thank you so much. Bowing to you right now. And Alex asked me for my code. I never put my referral codes in my description, although I will now. He kind of convinced me to do that. But Alex, dude, you are a fucking animal. Let me say that again. Alex, you're a fucking animal, dude. I was watching your progress, and I was like, one day, like, as soon as you get started, like 5%, the next day it's 55%, the next day it's like 85%. Dude, you had to hit 50 rides in I think it was 5 or 7 days or something like that to hit that challenge. Dude did it in like fucking 3 days. Alex, dude, you're an animal, bro. It's early as shit in the morning, guys. This is why I'm not like loud and obnoxious and like super amped up. Now my energy levels are through the roof right now. But again, I'm not, I got people sleeping and stuff. That's why I got my earpiece in. I can't talk so loud and be that kind of thing. And right now it's only 5:15 in the morning. Also it is Tuesday, October 24th, man. We are 1 week away from Halloween. I know my daughter is like super pumped about it. I think I'm going to be Michael Myers this year. I've been working on my, kind of popping out and popping in, that kind of thing. I've been freaking out Miss Uber Lyft Nick with it, man. It's pretty good stuff. So, talk more about the loaner. So, the car's been there almost a week now, and Tesla gave me a Model Y, an all black Model Y to use while my car, is in the shop. Why is it in the shop? It had some rattles, man. Like, these were annoying. You probably heard them in some of my other videos, back in the C-pillars. I noticed a little one in the dash. The dash was like, you had to be going over like super horrible pavement to hear it. So it wasn't really a big bother to me, but with how expensive these cars are, I mean, dude, I want that fixed, right? If it was a sound chamber when I bought it, it's going to be a sound chamber at 2,000 miles as well, right? So I am nitpicky on that kind of stuff, and I have expectations for that kind of stuff, and that's why it's there. I did make money last week. I made short of like $650, and I'm going to show you guys, my online time, my driving time, tips, all that kind of stuff. Had some good cash tips last week too. I have a bunch of footage, guys, but you got to remember, there's a loaner right there, right? And when you open your app, right, there's people that are like, oh, it's expecting a white Model 3. If you show up at a black Model Y, you're like, oh, the app hasn't updated yet. You got to kind of say some shit. And I don't want to have footage out there about that, so to speak. A few other updates. Miss Uber Lyft Nick, she's doing really well, man. She's got 5 more radiation treatments, although after today we're down to 4. So that's pretty huge, right? And then we should be kind of in cruise control. Now, she's been having a little bit of issues as far as like stomach, like that radiation burns the shit out of your skin, man. It's like the worst sunburn one could get. So, but we're almost there. The point being is that this has been going on since February, guys. This is October, so we're 10 months. And if you've never kind of been helping, or like you live with somebody who's been through cancer, right? Like chemo, radiation, stuff like that. We all think we're tough and we all think we're X, Y, and Z, but I'll tell you what, that shit will test you mentally, physically, at every level, financially. It will fuck you up worse than you could possibly imagine. So the fact that we're down to 4 more radiation treatments after today, dude, I couldn't be more excited. Any other updates? I'm sitting here thinking about it. Oh yeah. So here's another update. So tomorrow, I'm going, if you guys want, man, I can cut on my video. I'll show you guys the private hangar, man, with the jets and everything, dude. I'm going to be over there tomorrow in Scottsdale Air Park. And, we're going to be going over a lot of stuff in plans and things like that we've discussed as far as the private charter and jet company that I'm going to be moving to here very soon. There is going to be a downside to that as far as what I can and can't do, and as far as me coming up with another channel, things like that. So just to give you guys an idea, for the first probably month, dude, I'm driving to Scottsdale. By the way, the 101 is completely fucked. So 5 days a week I'm in Scottsdale. That's 30 plus miles each way, heavy traffic, stuff like that. Which means I'm gonna have a lot less time to do some Uber or some Lyft and things like that during that time. And then also I wanna put together some videos about the pilots, about the jets, all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna have a separate channel for that. On that separate channel, guys, I'm not gonna be cussing, I'm not gonna be swearing, right? A lot of this I'll be using for marketing towards, like retail clients, wholesale clients, stuff like that. In other words, a lot of it's going to be justifying the price of what I'm doing, that kind of stuff. We'll get into that at a later time. But let's go ahead and take a look at this, the Model Y outside. By the way, they gave it to me. It was absolutely fucking filthy. I actually took it through the wash myself. This thing's only got like 15,000 miles on it. Rattles everywhere. The build quality on this one is complete shit. This one has the sensors all over it. The screen, I can tell that this is the old processors. I'm thinking that this is like a 2020 model or something like that. And you guys have heard me in my other videos when I first got the Tesla. I avoided buying a Tesla because the build quality was shit years ago. Like to the point where I'm like, and then on top of that, these things were 75 grand, 80 grand, shit like that. I'm like, dude, you guys are out of your minds for that kind of money. You buy yourself a nice BMW X5 with an M package for 55 to make up that 20,000 in Delta, dude. Just run gas. I have a way better vehicle, right? But this is one of them, right? And I don't blame him. I actually think that this is a Franken car. I think that this is one that had multiple issues. Let's say motors went out, batteries went out. It might have even been a lemon, and then what they did is they fixed everything and turned it into a loaner, which is a smart move, like from an auto manufacturer. That's what I would do with lemons. Instead of selling them, I would just, boom, turn them into service vehicles, run them as I get issues, fix them, low overhead to keep, that kind of thing. So to avoid rambling, let's go ahead and take a look at this Model Y. I'll show you guys what I've been dealing with. That kind of thing. Oh yeah, one more thing about the Model Y. The mileage on this one is fucking terrible, man. My Model 3, dude, like, I get excellent mileage, except when it's 110 degrees, and I show you guys, look, it's like a 30% range and battery drop, stuff like this. This one is like 30% range and battery drop when it's like nice outside. I mean, so again, this points more towards, hey, I think this is a Franken vehicle, so to speak. But let's go ahead and take a look at this thing. Show you guys what I've been dealing with. All right, you guys, so as you can see, this is what 5:25 in the morning looks like here in Arizona. Dark as shit. And let me open some doors and stuff so this way the lights turn on for this Model 3. This is the Model 3, you know, looks very similar to the, excuse me, not the Model 3, it's the Model Y. Tail lights and everything looks similar. Let me flip this camera around for you guys. Here we go. Let me go ahead and zoom out here to, you know, the 0.5 so I can get a wider view range, so to speak. And as you guys can see, much darker in here than it is in mine. Almost to the point where you guys can't even really see what the fuck I'm talking about. But here, let me show you the inside of here. Wow, this looks dark. Let me see if there's like a night mode or something. Well, as it turns out, if you like zoom out, it's harder to capture light with these lenses. So that's why it was looking so damn dark. But I mean, realistically, look, we're talking a black Model Y. You know, kind of the you know, standard, if you will. Let me get some lights on in this thing. Let me put my foot on the brake. There we go. Get this thing to light up. Close these doors. You see, it's basically the same thing as the Model 3. Look how dirty this thing is, man. You know, bugs and just shit all over it. There's a crack in the windshield too. But this thing was absolutely disgusting when I got it. Absolutely filthy. So outside of this thing being like super filthy, on top of that, dude, it has this weird, disgusting smell, like socks or something like that, man. And I've tried everything. I blasted it with Febreze. I've done air fresheners, all this kind of stuff, and nothing seems to have done the trick. It just still smells like absolute shit. So here we are back in the kitchen. I apologize for the mess, guys. I'm busy as shit all the time. So anyways, let's get into what I made, how long it took me to make it, and let me show you what kind of bonus Alex hooked me up with. And again, Alex, I love you, buddy. Thank you so much. And Taryn, thank you for calling me out on my shit and being like, what's up with the videos, Nick? What the fuck, dude? So let's get into that.
All right, y'all. So let's get into Lyft. Let's start with Lyft first. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about here. So obviously, I didn't drive yesterday. Haven't driven today, so you're going to see a goose egg there. But let's take a look at last week's breakdown. Kind of show you what I did. And again, I have a bunch of footage, guys. But you know, again, when I'm in a loaner, you know what I mean. I don't want to put anything out there like that, right? So, you know, I'm just going to say that I was in my Model 3 last week, is what I'll say. But look at this. Book time, 6 hours, 48 minutes, made $646.68. Now, that does not include cash tips. So, but by the way, look how atrocious cash tips were on the app. You know, fucking terrible, if I'm honest with you. But I did end up in total $20 cash tips. So we're going to call that $38.70 as far as tips goes. Which, you know, add 20 to that. So that's, you know, $646.68, that kind of thing. And then you can see it looks like Lyft's lost some money on me. But that is because my boy there, and let's go ahead and show this breakdown here. Look at that. $290 from a driver referral. And again, Alex, dude, you are a machine. You're a fucking animal, and I love you, buddy. I really, honestly, man, means the world to me, dude. Like, times are super tight right now. You know, my son, you know, needy fucking bastard, all that kind of stuff, right? And you know, with the wife's cancer stuff and just everything has just been, you know, so what I'm getting at here is, I mean, you really helped me out, and I can't say thank you enough. So let's get into the earnings here. Show you guys last week. It's kind of what you would expect on Uber. Uber was just complete trash. But when Uber was going crazy on their fucking surges, oh, believe you me, I took advantage of that. So, for example, this one right here, $14.14. I caught this with a $10 surge. That's a 1 mile ride. Now, I was 1.2 miles away when I grabbed this. So I did, you know, what is it, let's call it 2.2 miles for $14.14. And, you know, look at that, dude. Look at that. Now, this dude was like, oh, you know, I tip all my drivers $3, hey, he didn't tip me. You know what? And that's fine. It's all good. But the point being is that you take the 74 plus factor in my what was that, 666, something like that. Let's go back. My brain is a little slow in the morning, and of course, their app fucking blows. Yeah, so 666, 68 plus 70. Last week was a good week, man. Busted my ass and put in the time and got it to work. And check this, guys, out. Let me show you. We're at 355 subscribers, man. We are so close to 500. So close to 500, man. That's like my phase one goal. And then my phase two goal is going to be, 1,000. And then I'd like to get up to 10 from there. This is what the weather's like here in Chandler, and this is what we can expect today. I'll tell you this, man, that's really, really, really nice weather, dude. Especially in a Tesla with a glass roof, it's pretty much ideal. While we're at it, let's go ahead and take a look and just see. So right now, this morning, worth it to drive? I think it's too early. And if you look at, you better off waiting until like 6 or something to get after it. Let's take a look at Uber here. Uber, you got the gray clouds, aka no fucking money, regular fares. So way too early to get after it. I will not be driving this morning. I'm supposed to get my car back today. So in the Tesla app, and I messaged them. I was supposed to get it back yesterday at 6 p.m. And they said, hey, we just need a little bit more time. We want to make sure it's 100%, that it looks, immaculate, that everything's tight. And I said, I'm all about just take your time, guys. Just take your time. As you can see, the usual Uber offerings. Let me show you guys something. Lux is still in my market. So see, I can still just pick Lux, and that's what I was running. I think that there's something up with the tips. Look at this. Yeah, let's see the ride challenges. Now, 40 rides to make an extra $135. That's pretty damn good, man. Look at that. That's Friday through Sunday. If I had that kind of time, I would muscle right through that shit. In this case, what I'll do is you know what? It was really hard for me to hit 20 last week, given my time constraints. Let's go ahead and pick that. Let's see what Uber's offering this week. See if there's anything. Let's pick on opportunities here. And look at that sign up 350. It's all that bullshit in terrible neighborhoods, the rides no one wants to take, that kind of stuff. I will give Lyft props for throwing out better, challenges as far as what I can get. Now, if you guys want to see, kind of where I'm at, we'll go ahead and take a quick review here. Let's go to Lyft Rewards, I think. You know what? This shit is completely unresponsive. There we go. Here we go. So where do I improve? See, my acceptance rate is 63%. Now, that acceptance rate is 63% because I'm only taking Lux and I've only been kicking it on when it's surged. So I'm taking damn near everything they throw me, unless they're like 3 miles away or some shit like that. And as you guys can see, I'm rated 5-star. I got no service flags, cancellation 7%, stuff like that. So doing pretty well on Lyft. As far as Uber goes, when it comes to Uber, let's go over here. And as you guys can see, I'm 4.96, 8% acceptance, 20% cancellation, that kind of stuff. And we move over to deliveries. My acceptance rate is 12%. No one scores you on deliveries. But, fuck, it is what it is.
All right, guys. So, yeah, again, this is going to do it for me this morning. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. As usual, to the people that subscribe to my channel, thank you. I love you guys, and I appreciate you, dude. Taryn, thank you so much for checking in on me. Like, yo, Nick, what's going on with you? What's up, right? Really appreciate that. Again, Alex, I can't say thank you enough as far as helping me, that kind of thing. Now, if you haven't subscribed, and I do see a lot of data that there's, like 77, 78%, stuff like that does not subscribe. please consider subscribing. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. And if you're a busy guy like myself, man, it is really hard to pump out videos and do this kind of thing. And as usual, please like, comment, share, all that kind of stuff. And hoping, Thursday, Friday, we'll bang this drum. We'll shoot some more videos. We'll talk some more shit. So you guys have a great day, great week. Look forward to seeing you on Thursday. I might pump out a new video. And you guys can comment below, man. I was thinking about doing is it worth it to drive Uber and Lyft while we still have Lux? And then I can do another one when Lux is gone, and we can do direct earning, stuff like that. So I have ideas like that while I, have time to shoot, edit at home, but not necessarily time to go out and drive, put in hours there, then put in hours here, and blah, 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 blah. So if that's something you guys want to see, just comment below, man. Let me know. And again, thank you guys, and have an amazing day.